Hey everybody, happy, what is this, October 13th, Michael B? Is that what day it is? Jeez, is it Monday? Is it Tuesday? Is it Friday? I don't know, man. This arcade news is driving me crazy, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to try and make some sense of it. And guys, I need your help. I'm confused. I'm lost. Maybe we can help you. Maybe you can help us figure this madness out. We're going to do a fun episode of the Loft Report. We haven't done a Loft Report in a while. Since we're talking about arcade and gaming news, Loft Report coming at you right now. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy lives to come hang out upstairs with us. And also, I got a special guest with me, my good buddy, Michael B., the Game Genie. How are you, my friend?
I'm awesome, PDubs. How you doing, man?
Good. I'm really glad you came on the show. Everyone say hi to Michael B. in the chat. Very happy. You guys don't realize that, Michael B., what time is it where you're at? I don't think people really realize your time zone.
No, it is 10:30 here right now.
It is 10:30 where you're at in Canada, and here in Arizona, it's only 6 p.m. Now, guys, I do have the animated background on, but if it's annoying or anything, just throw it in the chat. I'll turn it off. I'll throw a different background on. I'm happy to do so. Guys, I want this to be an interactive chat. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear your opinions. I do have some information, and I definitely want to clarify and clean up some other misinformation and stuff going around on some of these products with some of these companies. So, but I definitely want to make sure that we have an interactive chat tonight, guys. Would greatly appreciate it. So we're going to try and run through a bunch of companies, and Michael B. and I are going to try and get this done within an hour. So we're going to really push to get you in and out of here within an hour. So bear with us. The first product I wanted to talk about was the Toy Shock Pinball line. So the Toy Shock Pinball line, I did catch up with Jeff Falke, the CEO, last week. And I asked him for status and stuff. And he did mention to me that they are still on target to release their version 1.2 pinball machines this November. Yes, pre-orders have not gone live yet on Walmart's website. In fact, if you go to Walmart's website, it actually says the Toy Shock pinball machine is out of stock, which it is. All of the United States inventory has been sold. You'll notice, though, that if you are part of the Toy Shock Facebook fan page, there was a gentleman who's overseas who posted a picture of the new version 1.2 pinball machine. And I asked Jeff about it, and Jeff did confirm that that particular... So a batch has already gone overseas, and then obviously the next batch is coming to the United States. I did ask him for a status on the PCB replacement boards, and he said that those are going to be coming. I'm thinking next week, but don't quote me on that. I did ask Jeff. I said, Jeff, the community gets kind of grumpy when PDubs delivers announcements, and I don't know why. I'm just trying to help the community. But I get it, though. They really need to be making the announcements themselves. So I urged Jeff to make their own formal announcements on the Facebook fan page, at least, if not on their website or whatnot. That way folks know what's going on. You know what I mean? Because I can understand the frustration. People asked for, new replacement boards, paid them $10. How long ago was that, Michael B? A month ago? Two months ago?
Yeah, it seems that long ago. I can't remember exactly. When was he on our show? Way back episode, was it 6?
Yeah, it's been a while. What is this? Thoughts and prayers for PDubs? What's that all about? Hold on. Zero, you gotta tell me what that's all about. I'm not dying. Okay, so yes, Steve, yes, that's great news. Toy Shock will be coming out on time. Yes, this was what they told me last week. They're still on target. Jeff Rainwater, I pulled over just to ask this question. Are you playing Dragon's Lair with Jong on Friday? Now, when we get to iiRcade, I'll answer that question for you, or try my best to answer that question. Thanks, Rex, for calling me the real pinball wizard. Let's see here. Okay, guys, just want to make sure, again, we want to make sure this is an interactive show. and all that fun stuff. Okay, so that's what's going on with Toy Shock. Michael B, I have to admit, I am feeling the community's frustrations that the boards haven't gone out yet. You know what I mean? And it's like, I can't say anything to defend them. The only thing I can say is, yes, it's a shame that those aren't out yet, because guys, it actually hurts me a little bit to know that I got this Toy Shock pinball machine in my loft right now that runs the way it should have when it was originally released. And the fact that I'm the only one that has a Toy Shock machine running the way it should. And guys, it is an enjoyable experience, especially with the reduction in the flipper lag, the game being running at 60 frames per second, instead of 30 frames per second. So, I mean, what's cool about this whole pinball madness, and, we're kind of building up to all these companies, Michael B, is, let's say you can't afford a $600 pinball machine or a $550 pinball machine or a $500 pinball machine. Because don't forget, guys, tax gets added on top of that, driving it up another, probably pushing it into the next, the next 0 range. A $400 toy pinball machine that runs the way it should run, I mean, that could be a good solution for folks. What do you think, Michael B?
Well, I mean, we got an update on what the Canadian price is going to be for Arcade 1-Up when it comes here. So we're looking at $799 Canadian. We're right around that 1G mark by the time tax gets applied. So to have a cheaper alternative like Toy Shock that is going to be available in Canada, it's an option.
Yep. I love this comment. Okay, Zero Hero, thanks for clearing up why you said thoughts and prayers. Yeah, that's right, because I wasn't going to say anything because I was waiting for Jeff to make an announcement, right? So, and again, we're waiting for him to make the formal announcement, but I wanted to give you guys something, especially because, people on my channel join my channel because of Toy Shock, or they join my channel because of my AtGames coverage, or they join my channel because of the Arcade 1-Up coverage. I try to cover all these products, guys. I try to be a channel that you can go to find accurate news information on these companies, right? And this isn't really a modding channel or things of that nature. I try to fairly cover all of these companies, right? So, if I say something and it doesn't happen, I mean, I feel like sometimes I'm like, what is it, CNN, or which one does Trump say is Fox News, Michael B? Is it CNN or Fox?
Fake news? He says CNN is fake news. Fox News is his preferred source. Yeah.
Yep. So guys, don't kill me. I mean, I am trying to cover all these companies for you guys on this channel. I don't want this just to be, hey, this is one channel and we only love this one company and all other companies are crap. That's not this channel, guys. Okay, so let's catch up on the chat real quick. My wallet is screaming. I love it. Yeah, our wallets are screaming. Okay, so there's Toy Shock. We got Toy Shock. Ooh, did I hit something? Oh, man, I almost shut my monitor off or something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I kicked it with my foot. Okay, guys, let's talk about iiRcade. So today, we got some news. Press release went out. Now, iiRcade did send me the press release and a bunch of other YouTubers. But, guys, I can't make a news video every 5 minutes this week. You know what I mean? I do have a day job, right? So I wasn't able to put together a video for this. But Jong in his Facebook live stream did announce that Kaliko is coming to iiRcade. And they have how many titles? 30, almost 40 titles. It's like upper 30s. In fact, let me see if I actually have the press release here. 39 titles are coming, including Bump and Jump, Cosmic Adventure, Jumpman Jr., Venture, and all of these games. Oh, and here's the full list right here. And we do have some interesting stuff here. A lot of Kaliko classics. It's actually not a bad list if you've played these games. Michael B., do you have experience playing Kaliko as well as folks in the chat? Are you guys happy about this? Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I had a ColecoVision. I see some of the games that I'm pretty familiar with. Like, I think I seen Pepper 2 there a second ago. Coleco's a great system. It's a lot of fun. Interested to see. So it is I didn't get a chance to watch the update. So these are the console-based games, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of fun Kaliko games there, and it's a fun way to play them. Anybody that has an old ColecoVision and you have the cartridges, it's not exactly easy to get that to work on modern televisions. So this is another option to play ColecoVision.
So what's exciting about this is they're still on target to having these shipped out mid-November. So guys, if you pre-ordered an iiRcade, you're still looking at having that within a month. You're going to have another arcade machine arriving in your house. Now, during Jong's live stream today, he did make kind of a special announcement. I didn't think he was going to do it live on air, but so next week, for instance, let me take this off the screen. I'll be heading home to Chicago for vacation. As you guys may know, if you've followed my channel, I'm born and raised from Chicago, Chi-Town, baby. Moved out to Arizona 3 months ago when my company transferred me with a job offer you'd be a fool to refuse, right? Moved to Scottsdale, Arizona, and all that stuff, and work out of Scottsdale, and live in this beautiful state of Arizona. I mean, you have to be a fool to pass it up. So of course, though, my roots are Chicago. So I'll be heading back home to Chicago to visit my sisters and my nieces and nephews and all that kind of stuff next week. But while I'm there, while I was in Chicago, I messaged Jong. I said, "Hey, Jong, I'm going to be in Chicago all week next week. Is it okay if I swing by?" And what was really cool about Jong is he was like, "That's a great idea. We should have a party. I'm going to get you so drunk." And then all week long, he's been texting me, "What kind of beer do you like? Or I'm going to get you drunk." He's determined to get me drunk. So next Friday, I'm going to actually go visit the iiRcade office. And while I'm there, whatchamacallit, we're going to, he's going to let me actually play the machines that are in the office, plus do a tour of the office. I was thinking about, and let me guys know in the chat, are you guys interested in seeing that stuff? Like if I did a kind of like a vlog, like a tour of their office, showed you their operations, whatever they're willing to show, as well as obviously we're going to play the games. And because these things have HDMI out, Michael B, I'll be bringing my capture cards and my laptop. You know how Jong always does his live streams, but he points a camera at the screen? I'm like, Jong, there's a better way to capture that footage, right? So that would be... So if we could actually capture that footage properly and show people how these games truly look, because, guys, cell phone cameras do not do things justice. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're seeing a lot of people saying, yes, they'd like to see that. Okay, cool. So when Jong does his live stream next Friday, I'll be there. So I'll be like Colin. So I'm gonna have to part my hair to the left, right? Wear a blue polo, right? I'll be Colin. Might have to shave my goatee. So it'll be me and Jong live on air, and also he's gonna let me live play the games for folks as well. Now, what's gonna be kind of cool about this though is he told me that I'm gonna get to play something that nobody's seen yet. And it's something that everybody's been waiting to see. So, and I was like, well, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? And he told me, and I got super, super excited. I got super excited. So, am I allowed to say it though? I don't think he wants me to say it.
Can you give us a hint? Is it a bomb? Is it like a minor bomb, big bomb? What are we talking about here?
Can I give you guys a hint? Oh, I don't know.
You just gotta say, how big is it?
How big is it? Oh,
yeah, like atomic.
I don't know. I P drunk. Oh, look at this! Look at Devil Waddle. P drunks Jong report. Can you imagine, Michael B, if we're live streaming? Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention one of the cool. Okay, we'll go back to the game in a second here, but so we're gonna do that live stream on Friday, right? And then Jong's like, you know what we should do? And I was like, what? He's like, we're gonna have food brought in. We're gonna invite fans. So he's going to have like 10 people who live around the Chicagoland area. And guys, go check out his live stream if you're from Chicago. Go to the iiRcade Facebook page. At the end of the stream, he gives the email address where you say, hey, I would like to be one of the people chosen to join in on the party. And he's going to let people come in and play the games as well. We're going to have a food party, beer party, and all that kind of stuff. And we'll record it and all that kind of stuff. It'll be a fun little event, right?
Yeah, I got to figure out how to sneak into the U.S. from Canada now.
Can we get you in here? Do you got a passport?
I don't know. Oh, I got a passport, but it's no good. I can't get in.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, I like this Eric COVID party. So yeah, we're gonna probably have to wear masks, and all that kind of stuff. So he's doing. Guys, you have to admit that's pretty cool of a CEO of a company. I mean, yeah, they're a brand new company. They're small, right? They're not the size of an arcade 1-up, but for them to be that engaging with folks, like all I asked him was, "Hey, can I come visit you at your office?" Right, and then all these great ideas started spewing forth. So I can't give you guys a hint as to what game we're going to be playing that everyone's been waiting for, but all I can tell you is this: I'm very excited about hanging out in the lair of iiRcade. I've always wanted to hang out in Jong's lair. You know what I'm saying?
Nice and subtle.
So there you go, guys. That's what's going on with the iiRcade brand. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Let's talk. What do we got next on our list? Oh, Michael B., you want to tell people what you ordered today, since that's next on our list?
Yeah, I am the last of the Super Game Room dudes, but I put my order in today, and I am now soon, when it arrives, going to be the proud owner of an AtGames Legends Ultimate, finally, version 1.1.
Nice, nice. You have joined the dark side of the forest. You have got an AtGames Legends Ultimate.
Hey, I would have joined sooner if they were available.
Yeah, but and explain to folks how they're available now in Canada, because I really don't understand it, because, you know, I'm not Canadian. I don't follow their Canadian posts.
Oh, well, apparently it's very, very hard to get stuff into Canada. I don't understand everything. I've never dealt with that side of trade, but Canada is one of those weird places. You got to have English and French on your packaging. There's all kinds of different trade embargoes, different things like that. It's nuts. But a company came forward called Buy Stuff Store out of Ontario, and they've sold some arcade-based stuff in the past, and they put a pre-order up. So I'll go back. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. Originally, the only way that they could get approval for AtGames to sell the Legends Ultimate here in Canada was they had to do an initial pre-order where they had to sell at least 10 to 12 units, and they would ship them into Canada. And if they could sell those 12 units, that would then allow them access to selling stuff here in Canada. It's crazy. And then after that worked, they went with this company called Buy Stuff Store. So they're doing a pre-order now. They'll take 12 orders at a time. Once the 12 orders are committed, you pay your $100. They'll place the order, and then the shipping information will come to you. So I'm waiting, patiently waiting now. I'm hoping my birthday is at the end of the month on the 25th. Fingers crossed that I'll have it by then.
Devil Waldo and also Deputy Van Halen say you need a wall stretcher or you're out of room. Where are you going to put that thing? I see nothing but arcade 1-ups behind you. Where are you going to stick it?
I made room last night. I got room for about 6 or 7 more arcades in here.
Whoa.
And there's closets on the other end of this. Used to be an in-law apartment. The room I'm in now, this is the bedroom. I'm pretty sure I could just blow those closets out and fit another 3 or 4 arcades in.
Just take the doors off?
Oh, no, I'm going to take the whole wall down. We don't need closets here anymore. We need arcades.
Now, there's a small guy, a small-time YouTube guy. His name is Brickrod. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him, Brickrod. He loves arcade 1-ups, right? He makes YouTube videos, but they're literally like a 2-minute long video. Like, that's all he does. And he's kind of a funny kid. But in his arcade room is a bedroom, and I like the fact he like took the closet doors off to fit arcade 1-ups in his closet in his arcade room, and that always cracks me up because, you know, when I watch Brickrod, I'll admit it, I watch Brickrod. I'm a brickie. I'm subscribed. Brickrod, he's an innocent kid, guys. You know, he's just a kid having fun. He's got a passion for this business just like us. We're a lot older than him, and to see somebody his age embrace the things that we grew up loving, that makes me feel good, right? So of course I'm going to watch his 2-minute video, give him a view, give him a thumbs up, and then move on with my life. So yeah, Brickrod is a nice kid, and we're getting some comments. Other folks are saying it as well. But you guys got to admit, it's pretty funny that he took his closet doors off to put his arcade 1-ups in his game room. Okay, so let's talk AtGames. So there's some interesting news about AtGames. AtGames had this massive shortage over the last how long of getting cabinets out to folks, right? And then turn around, and now you can find these in Sam's Clubs. Like, their production and the amount of stock has dramatically increased. And not only that, guys, now making their way, starting on the West Coast, they've been seen in California, Arizona, New Mexico, and they're working their way east, is you can now pick up a Legends Gamer Pro in store, and there's posts on the AtGames Facebook fan page. So if you're interested in it, I mean, it's what? It's like buying a Legends Ultimate without the arcade. It's just the control deck, right? But it does everything. And it's $200 versus, if you can't afford 500, $600 for a cabinet, it could be a good deal. So yeah, guys, what was I saying? So yeah, so the Legends Gamer Pro is available in Sam's Club, and it's making its way east from California. And the pictures we've seen on the Facebook fan page, each store has got like 20. They got like piles of these Gamer Pros, and I asked AtGames about it, and they're like, yeah, we built a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more gamer owners than arcade owners down the road in the future. You're gonna call me crazy, but down the road, because they've got the Gamer Pro, and then of course the Legends Gamer Mini, which is a great segue to talk about our next topic. Is now you can go to GameStop. GameStop has been the devil this week, and now your Legends Gamer Pro and Legends Gamer Mini. So you could pick one up in Sam's Club. You can pre-order these through the AtGames website, or now a third option of distribution is available to you. Now you can get your Legends Gamer Pro or your Legends Gamer Mini. You can pre-order them. Now these are going for the MSRP price, the MSRP, suggested retail price. On the AtGames website, they're a little bit cheaper. We're going to talk about that here in a minute, though. So the Legends Gamer Mini pre-order is live. Now what's interesting, guys, is today's October 13th. If you pre-order, it says here you will have it by Friday, October 30th. Michael B., what do you think about having just a one-player fight stick like this instead of having that giant control deck it's really big and really heavy? Personally, I'm excited about this. And guys, let me know in the chat if you're interested in the Legends Gamer Mini. Go ahead, buddy.
Well, you hit the nail on the head already. It depends exactly on what you want. I mean, you look behind me, I have like 11 arcade one-ups here in the back of me. I've got a Legends Ultimate coming. Obviously, I don't mind having all that. I've got space for it. But some people just have like a little space. They want something they could stick in their coffee table, pull out to play some arcade games on their TV when they have a chance. And even the Legends Gamer Pro, I mean, that's a massive piece of equipment. So having something smaller like this that's compact, you can put away, hide, pull out, play games, it's a great opportunity. I mean, I want the bigger one because I have the space and I'm interested in playing two-player. But for somebody who's not going to have somebody over and just wants to play arcade games from time to time, perfect.
That's great, Michael. Thanks so much. And then perfect for friendless people like me. Yeah. So a lot of times I play games by myself. I've told a lot of folks this on my channel, is that, my son, he's not a big fan of the arcade machines except like the Mortal Kombat machine. He does like the Gamer Pro, but when I'm like, how kids are when something is new, right? Like him and I got to sit on the couch and play it together. And also you guys saw my review video for it. My son and I played it together. Well, since then I'm like, hey, you want to play Gamer Pro? No, I'll play PlayStation. I play PlayStation. You know what I mean? So, so having the one player would be great for me, And what's cool too is with the one player, you could fit that easily on your desk in front of you and live stream content. You know what I mean? Easily. Because when I had that big one on here and I was trying to do a Gamer Pro live stream, that thing takes up like my entire desk. And I'm like reaching around to try to get to the mouse. And it was a hot mess. And Hollywood Polo says he needs 2 joysticks. They should rename the Gamer Mini the AtGames Got No Friends. Oh, Jamie, who is a dude, by the way. Jamie hit the nail on the head, brother. It's funny. He's been Facebook messaging me ever since I called him a chick. It's been hilarious, and he cracks me up. He's like, don't call me a girl again. I'll unsubscribe. It's pretty funny. But now there's a couple things that I want to make sure the community is aware of. So whether you order the Legends Gamer Mini from GameStop or from AtGames directly, guys, it does not come with the pinball buttons. You have to order the pinball kit separately. So as you can see here, let me share my screen. It's the same product on both the AtGames website as well as on GameStop. You're not getting the side pinball buttons. Remember, they're selling the side pinball buttons as an add-on for stuff like this. But let's talk about the price, right? And this is where I get confused, Michael B, is you could have this in 2 weeks, order it from GameStop, and if you have GameStop power rewards and stuff, maybe it'd be a good idea to order from GameStop. Yeah, it's $129, but you're getting what, free shipping? And so you're only paying tax, right? So it might come to like what, 140-ish, something like that, maybe, right? You thinking?
I'm in Canada. Our tax is so different. You shouldn't ask me about taxes, man.
Right. Now, when you go to the AtGames website, and this is what was driving me bonkers. So even though this photo shows the pinball buttons are not included, guys. Not included. And now here's what's funny is if you order through AtGames, it's $99, right? So they're giving you a discount. But AtGames is not in the business of being a B2C, a business to consumer type company. They would prefer you go through their retail partners, right? Now, although you may have your reservation and stuff, and you're like, oh, hey, I got it for $99, you're going to have to pay shipping. So $99 plus, this thing is obviously a lot smaller than the Gamer Pro. So I would assume, I don't know, $20 shipping, $30 shipping. When you add that in, plus tax, it's probably going to be within a couple of bucks of each other, Michael B, between GameStop or AtGames directly, right?
Yeah.
So you guys as buyers need to decide what's best for you, because no matter which way you go, you're probably going to be paying within a few bucks of each other, in my opinion. One advantage would be, obviously, if you're a GameStop fan, which I'm not, and collect those Gamer Pro reward points or whatever they do, you'll obviously earn some points, right?
I don't know. We have EB Games here in Canada, so it might be different. But does GameStop still accept trade-ins towards it? So say if I pre-ordered it to come into my GameStop, could then I trade a bunch of games to cut down on my cost?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. GameStop drives me nuts, man. So especially this week, and we're gonna get to that in just a couple of minutes, right?
They're rich now, PDubs. You got to get back in with GameStop.
Oh, God, forget GameStop. All right, where is it? All right, let's take a look and see. Let's see if those pinball buttons are still available in case if people wanted to purchase those separately. Now, those pinball buttons were a $50 add-on, if I recall, pinball kit, and they are currently sold out. So you'll have to wait a little bit before you can order these from AtGames. These are sold out. Supposed to be shipping late September, but I don't know if they've shipped yet or not. Let's see here. All right, sorry, I was just catching up. on the chat there. Okay, so yeah, you could get your Gamer Mini from GameStop and then come back to AtGames and get the pinball kit. I don't know if the pinball kit will only be sold separately through AtGames or if they're going to add additional vendors. We don't know. Yeah. Now, here's another thing that I found a little concerning is this Legends Gamer Mini comes with 100 games, right? 100. But we only have a games list of 37 games, 27 games, right? And let's see if we can find it. So it's supposed to have 100 mix, arcade, and console games built in, right? But the games list so far announced is only 27 games, right? And we can kind of zoom in here.
Hey, your favorites right at the top there, Bad Dudes.
Yeah, let's not talk about Bad Dudes. That game sucks. All right, so one thing, and I have to be fair, I have to be honest, is when I made my videos this week about Well Played Arcade, their pinball machine, as well as the GameStop pre-order for Marvel, and keep in mind, this is before the pre-order got delayed, I was actually quite annoyed that we didn't have games list, right? Like, you have 27 tables on the Well Played Arcade pinball machine, but we don't know what the tables are. And then the Marvel pinball machine, we don't even know how many games or how many tables, right? It hasn't actually truly 100% been confirmed. So sure enough, AtGames does this today. I sent them a message today. I was like, hey, do you guys have the games list yet? And they said they provided ASAP and stuff. So it's going to get posted. But again, guys, I get personally disappointed when stuff goes up for pre-order and we don't have all the facts, right? We don't have all the facts to make an informed decision. We have these 27 games, but what about the other What's the math, guys? 63? We don't have the other. Is it 63?
73,
No.
buddy.
73. We don't have the other 73 titles, right? Like, come on, man. Like, we need to know what we're buying, right? And and maybe GameStop jumped the gun on this like they did everyone else this week, right? It doesn't have Ninja Clowns, which, you know, Mike and I, that deputy is Mike, him and I love Ninja Clowns. Games list doesn't concern me. Games are stored on the puck, so that is the part I find strange. Why flash one puck differently than another? Good point. Maybe to keep the cost down on the units? The more games you have, the higher you got to charge. Ain't that right, Michael B? Isn't that how it works?
I don't know. I've asked that question myself personally, but I think it's more so that you're going to get the more games, the more premium you go with your purchase. So, I mean, the cabinet is the Cadillac right now, so you get the most games if you buy the cabinet. That's what I've always assumed.
Oh my goodness. There's a game. Someone wrote on here, is there a game on there called Bukkake? No, it's not Bukkake. It's Bubble Bobble. But guys, get ready to raise your torches and pitchforks. We do not have Puzzle Bobble on here.
No Puzzle Bobble.
No Puzzle Bobble.
So I do have a question. I know you're going to get mad at me, but Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, it lists it as console, but I was pretty sure that was the arcade port. At least the one that you saw on the Gamer Pro. Yeah.
So guys, yeah, you got to pay attention to that too. Is some of the stuff that are console ports here are actually arcade ROMs on the arcade machine, right?
Yeah.
But on here, they're console. Oh, look, Arcade Will is now a member of the Loft Army. Thanks so much, buddy. So let's take a look here. We'll talk about that at the end of the show. There's actually something about that. Frontline, Liquid Kids. I mean, there's some good games. We got Tetris Plus, Tetris 2. I need the rest of the list, though. I mean, am I wrong? We need the list. So let's get this off of here. Now, when it comes to AtGames pinball news, I'll admit I've been putting some pressure on them behind the scenes. I was like, you know what, guys? Everyone's showing their cards this week. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Let's do a reveal, right? I've been like Michael Keaton in the first Batman movie. I'm like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts, right? Trying to get the information, and unfortunately, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. But soon. God, that is probably the worst word. The worst word of 2021 is got to be soon, right?
What other word are you going to use? You can't give information. What are you supposed to do? And people are so thirsty for it.
Oh, yeah. We're dying for it. We're dying for it. Because you know what? Okay, and let's also clear up some information about this pinball machine too, right? So this pinball machine is, once again, for those who are new, it is going to have 22 officially licensed tables, optimized by Farsight Studios, tables in their Farsight Studios Pinball Arcade collection, built in and running natively on the included hardware. This is not a streaming pinball-only pinball machine. It's not that. You're going to have 22 fun games built in, right? And these games are going to... hey, Sean, thanks for joining the Loft Army. Now, we also have... what's interesting is... I don't know how to say this best, because I don't like to start shit or trouble. Here's what I can say is... Zen Studios is not the only pinball studio that knows how to do this work. You know what I mean? Like, Farsight Studios has a track record of making some great pinball games. Now, those Bally Williams games that were under the Pinball Arcade banner until they lost the license were some damn good games. The physics, the gameplay and stuff were fantastic, right? Farsight Studios knows what they're doing. And when it comes to the amount of time spent on the machine, I think it would be silly to communicate to consumers that one studio is putting in all this effort and this other studio is, you know, kind of half-assing it. Does that make sense, Michael B? I guarantee you guys, Bobby King and the team at Farsight Studios have been busting their butts. They hit 60 frames per second a long time ago, and they're getting this thing optimized, and those 22 built-in games are going to run fantastic from what they've told us. Now, of course, Michael B., it's all hearsay until we see it, right? Hey, guys, appreciate you joining the Loft Army. Thanks so much, Sling. Thanks so much, Clement. So,
yeah, I'm sorry. I was distracted by all your new recruits.
Yeah, we have the retro recruits joining the Loft. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And, Farside Studios is doing everything they can to make this a great experience for everybody, just like AtGames. AtGames knows how critical this pinball machine is, right? And trust me, they don't want to release a product, just like Arcade 1-Up, they don't want to release a pinball machine that underperforms, right? The one sad thing about the Toy Shock is it came into the market as a toy. It was marketed as a toy pinball machine, right? But who ended up buying it, right? Us dudes in our 30s, right? 35, 34 years of age, 50, 40, you know what I mean? Because kids don't like Gottlieb pinball games, do they, right? Right, Michael B?
Do kids like pinball? I'm sorry. Even going back to the last great wave of pinball, that was the 90s. How many kids are out there clamoring for pinball? It's us guys.
Yeah. This is very, very important to Farside Studios and Bobby King. The Farside Studios has taken some heat since they kind of like abandoned making new tables. But guys, they have a lot of secret projects in the works, right? And also with AtGames announcing, and we did a video on our channel, their partnership with Taito, that they're going to create brand new games games we've never seen before using their IP. Do you think these are going to be games the quality of, Leprechaun King? I mean, Leprechaun King is a great game that was built by a single person, right? They designed it from the ground up. Do you really think that that's what, Taito is going to do? Taito's going to let them have that license to make brand new pinball games and let those games be crap? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they haven't made a formal announcement yet, but I think it's kind of obvious who's back into designing V-Pin tables. I think it's kind of obvious who's going to be making these tables. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, guys, it's going to take time. This stuff isn't going to come out until next year, right? These new tables. Now, what I can tell you is, once again, AtGames told me today, we are still on track for a November release. So it does appear that pinball machine is going to be coming out. And if it really is coming out next month, any day now, that information is going to drop. And hopefully we can see it. I'm the leprechaun. All right. Sorry, guys. Now I got to catch up on the chat here for a minute, though. Hopefully Taito puts works into these tables. Okay. So, Mike, this is more misinformation going around the community. Taito is not making these tables. I literally just covered this a minute ago. Taito is simply licensing their IP, and of course they're going to give the final blessing and sign off on any artwork, any designs, any kind of like, oh, that's cool, but can you add this, right? But they're not actually making the tables, guys. Someone else is making the tables. We can't say who until they make a formal announcement, but I think it's kind of obvious. And the people who have made these tables have made not 100, but they've made like 150 virtual pinball tables and been successful at it. So I'm not worried about the quality of these Taito tables coming down the road, guys. So again, we got to make sure we keep things on the level here. You know what I mean? No misinformation, hopefully. Okay, so that's cool. So you're going to get 22 games, plus next year we'll start seeing brand new virtual pinball tables that we've never seen before, right? So it's a new experience for all of us, and they should be quality tables based upon who we assume is going to be designing them, right? But then again, too, AtGames is also reaching out to guys like the guy who made Leprechaun King, saying, hey, you have a fun table. We'd love people to be able to have access to it, and we'd love for them to be able to stream it, right? And obviously, streaming pinball is not going to be this, oh my God, the end-all, be-all. That is not the point of this pinball machine. It's just one more way to play games, right? You can hardwire the connection, and, and I've told people this plenty of times. I've been honest with the audience. Sometimes it's like night and day. The BYOG servers will run great. What I've noticed is later on at night, because I'm in Arizona, If it's like 8, 9 o'clock at night here, and it's like midnight on the East Coast, and you all in bed, I end up having a great time on the BYOG servers, right? Less people in there mucking things up, right? So, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys. Anyway, whatever. I don't care. We all know what's up with this pinball machine. I just want to see it, right? Because AtGames knows this is probably the most important product they've released yet. And if this thing fails, Michael B., it's going to look bad, right? Wouldn't you assume? Like, if this thing fails? What do you think?
It's not going to fail.
It's not
100% won't. It's not going to fail. I mean, it's a 90% to size, to scale. Arcade, well, 95, isn't it? I'm sorry, I might have the size wrong. 95% to scale. V-pin table.
90% to
yeah.
scale.
And, I mean, anybody who's used their stuff in the past, you know the quality you're getting. It's not going to fail.
Yeah. Yeah, and this thing, too, like antisocial here, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, man, that's really moving out. There's virtually no lag. You know what's funny is, I'll admit it, guys, I get excited when I'm recording videos. But for someone to, like, nitpick every word I say and turn it, like, spin it, we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. I'm not even going to go down that road. Forget that. No Wi-Fi, no bloody pinball. The AtGames pinball does have Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, production better be on point. I absolutely agree, Todd. I absolutely agree.
I think a lot of people are really interested to find a price point, too. I mean, we know Arcade 1-Up's price point right now, so where's AtGames going to land? It changed again?
No. I mean, yeah, Arcade 1-Up's price point changed. I mean, they said, we're going to do 500, and then it came out and it was 550, right?
Yeah, but we've had 3 prices. Me and you talked about this the other day. When David initially announced it, he said $599. Then Scott, he said $499. They seemed to come somewhere in the middle when they released this final price. So,
yeah. So Arcade Will said, how is 32-inch 90%? So what they mean is the actual size of the machine, the height and the dimensions of the machine are 90% to scale. We're not talking just the screen. So AtGames said it was going to be $599, $600, and hopefully it doesn't change, right? Like Arcade went up, it changed.
Yeah.
If AtGames changes, I mean, I don't know. I hope not. I mean, $599 seems to be the cap for some folks. But let's talk about Arcade 1-Up pinball real quick. Let's kind of deviate. Go ahead.
There's a chat here from one of your Army members. The guys who made Leprechaun made Harry Potter and Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. What is that? Orbital Pinball, I think, are the guys who made it. So that would be kind of cool. But then again, you gotta, if AtGames is gonna publicly have that available, they have to probably go get licenses, for those Harry Potter license doesn't sound cheap. Okay. Now, so basically, guys, I firmly believe in my heart that Farside Studios and Zen Studios, who are designing these pinball machines for AtGames and Arcade 1-Up, by the time these things launch, they're going to be optimized and ready to go. You know what I mean? I think the entire market learned from what happened with the Toy Shock experience. Even though the Toy Shock came in marketing itself as a toy, I mean, literally, toy is in the name of the company, right? I literally believe that these products are going to be good, right? Because, Zen Studios and Farside Studios are both putting in the effort and the hours. Hence why we've been waiting since March. 7 months later, guys. 7 months later. And we had our first pre-order, and then it got taken away. Michael B., I've been talking too long here. I got to take a breath. Tell people what happened with the Marvel pinball machine, and also how it's no longer here. Where did it go?
Yeah, well, Arcade 1-Up actually did put a post up responding to Cool Toys' video on Twitter, and they stated that basically GameStop jumped the gun. They put information up before they should have. So I don't think Arcade 1-Up were ready for the pre-order that GameStop put up. We don't know why, but it is now... You're saying it's down altogether. It was changed to April 1st, but now it's gone completely?
Yep. So here's your most recent update, guys, is all those new products that GameStop announced, or not announced, they just had them listed, and then we all went buck wild. The Photoshop, those sticks, like the Pac-Man, giant Pac-Man stick, the Disney stick, the pinball machine, all have been taken down, guys. They are no longer on the GameStop website. As you can see here, this is everything Arcade 1-Up. There's 3 pages of Arcade 1-Up products, and none of those products that all of us content creators went banana sandwich over this week, except for these HDMI consoles, but who cares about those? All of them have been removed from the website. So in my opinion, not only is the pinball machine delayed until April 2021, but also all those products as well is the only thing I can assume, right? Because they all got taken down. And in my opinion, I think that the question is was this GameStop or was this Arcade 1-Up? In my opinion, I think this was GameStop. I don't think this was Arcade 1-Up. Because they went live and they had no pictures, no specs, right? And then the next day they updated it, added pictures. Then later in the afternoon, they changed the release dates to April. And then about an hour after that, boom, they took them all down, right? So as of today, guys, your Arcade 1-Up pinball update is Marvel Pinball will be released April 2021. So we're talking 6 months. So in my opinion, if you had placed a pre-order with GameStop, I would probably just cancel it and wait. You know what I mean? And that's not like cancel, don't buy Arcade 1-Up, but why would you let them take your money and hold on to it for 6 months? And this is where I need the chat. A lot of folks I asked on the Arcade 1-Up page today, I asked a few of my friends privately, a few buddies. I sent them messages on Facebook and stuff. I was like, guys, does GameStop charge you right away or when it ships? And half the people told me when it ships. Half the people told me right away. I go on the Arcade 1-Up fan page, and I said, do they charge you right away or when it ships? And it was a hot mess. I had to delete the post because every person would say, they charge you right away. No, they charge you when you ship. Go ahead, man.
So the Canadian equivalent, EB Games, I can tell you, they charge you when they feel like charging you. Their policy states they're not supposed to charge you until it ships. But that depends. It depends on how they're feeling, how their cash flow is maybe, and they might just charge you. Like when I ordered Pac-Man 40th, right at the height of the pandemic, they charged me immediately and then never shipped anything out for 2 months. And I had to send them an email to said, this is against your policy. They apologized, returned my money. Then I got my Pac-Man 40th cabinet, had it for 2 months, and they didn't charge me. And I was like, I guess I got it for free. And then they finally charged me afterwards. But yeah, it's completely inconsistent. The reason why you can't get a straight answer, their policy is we will not charge you till it ships, but maybe they will.
Yeah. So, I mean, in all honesty, guys, I would not pre-order something 6 months in advance. You know what I mean?
But that's not Arcade 1-Up getting your money, though. That's GameStop.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't know if you're going to get charged, not charged. I don't know. It's a hot mess. 6 months in advance seems pretty far in advance for a pinball machine, especially with the holiday coming, and you probably got to buy Christmas presents for a friend, kid, family member, right? Things like that. Mike says he feels, Mike Hawk says he feels that one of them is going to launch this year. I hope so. I hope they get at least one out this year, if they can't get all 3. Because Attack from Mars, now, like, it was Marvel, and we're like, the other 2 dropped off the face of the earth, and then here comes Star Wars with that news article, and then now we have Attack from Mars, no info on. So, what do you guys think? If they at least get Star Wars out this Christmas, would you be happy? I know I would. You guys know I like Star Wars. What do you think, Michael B?
Well, honestly, I'm suffering from many purchases right now. I mean, we got 2 new systems coming out. We got a whole gut of Arcade 1-Up cabinets. Golden Axe is coming out. Like I just said, Legends Ultimate is finally available in Canada. Then you've got Toy Shock possibly coming out in November. All this stuff coming out. I'm actually a little bit relieved because I was trying to figure out how I was going to be able to afford this. And I've already sold 1 kidney. I don't think I could sell the second one, so... Maybe just a couple months break until I can afford it again. That's not such a bad thing.
Yeah. Oh, look at Andre. Lesson learned. I was thirsty to get it. I will cancel tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know why GameStop just didn't cancel all those orders. Like, oops. It doesn't seem right to have this 6 months in advance, your orders canceled. Like, because they took the guys, the listings are down. Why would GameStop not? This is another reason why I think this was GameStop, not Arcade 1UP. Why didn't they cancel the orders? You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds like GameStop doesn't know what they're doing, in my opinion. Man, the chat's really flying, guys. Thanks so much for your support. Love having everyone here. Love that this is an interactive show. Yes, where's Outrun? Maybe Outrun will come by Christmas. But is Outrun confirmed? It's confirmed. Yeah.
It's not officially confirmed. I mean, we all know, but they haven't said yet.
Yeah. PDubs, don't try to say Rex, I'm being honest. Like, if I honestly thought it was Arcade 1UP, I would tell you. But I honestly, all the evidences point to this being GameStop's muck-up, if you will. Yeah, everything's been pulled. All those products.
Yeah, and so. This is again. I'm sure. I'm sorry. I know there's probably no other Canadians except for maybe Steve Victoria here in the chat, but we had a big problem with EB Games here last year. They had to update the prices because the difference in exchange rate between Canadian and US dollar changed so drastically right around the time the pandemic started. Every other company up their price. Like Pac-Man went from $5.79 to $5.99. NBA Jam went from $5.99 to $6.29. And EB Games just forgot to change their prices. So I, of course, went and pre-ordered through EB Games and saved a couple dollars. But there was just no communication between them and Arcade 1UP at the time. So GameStop's Canadian equivalent just wasn't communicating and did whatever they wanted. So there's another example.
Now let's take a breath from pinball. I really want to talk about Well Played Arcade in just a minute. But the one other company we haven't touched on yet is the Neo Geo MVSX cabinet. Just a quick update. Michael B. And also, guys, let me know in the chat. There have been a lot of reviews, right? Like the cabinets, they've had several demo units making the rounds. You guys have now, if you're like me, you've probably watched a bunch of reviews. What are your guys' opinion about... oh, I love this. Well-played transition, PDubs. Thanks, Mike. What is your guys' opinion, now that you've watched a bunch of these review videos, what is your guys' opinion about the Neo Geo MVSX? Michael B., while I'm waiting for Pete, the chat runs about 90 seconds behind, so if you want to, like, what do you think?
I've talked about it a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. It's really cool if you're a big fan of Neo Geo stuff. There's a lot of Neo Geo options there. If you're a King of Fighters fan, I got really good news for you. But, I mean, if you're not familiar with Neo Geo, you don't have the nostalgia for it, I don't know. Compared to an Arcade 1UP, you're getting 50 games compared to 4 or 5 around that price point. So judge yourself. But again, this is really catered to a very niche market for Neo Geo fans. I don't know if it has much mainstream appeal, but they seem to be selling well, so maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. So, man, the chat's really flying right here. Sorry, guys. I need to add a moderator. That way we could help keep up with this stuff. Brad says they should have sent it to PDubs. Well, in full transparency, I actually have a UPS tracking number, and I'm on the list. I just have to wait until my unit gets to me from whatever content creator has it before me. So I'm just waiting on it to get here. And of course I'll do a review video, but we're gonna do it PDub style. So we're gonna have fun with it, make it entertaining. But yeah, I mean, but unlike a lot, you know what's funny is all these guys who do these reviews, every single one of them are like, oh, I didn't watch any of those other reviews. I didn't. They watch the reviews. Come on, you watch the reviews. Don't lie. So yeah, I've watched the reviews, but I'm still going to, review it, and let you guys know what I think. So yeah, it'll be here hopefully. I mean, I go to Chicago next week. I hope it's here by the end of the week. Maybe I could pump out a video by Sunday before I fly to Chicago. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But it'll be fun. Okay, so Rex, I think my kid's YouTube channel with 10 subs got the MVS before. Now, in full transparency, guys, I did not, when they first announced their product, I guarantee you within minutes, they got emails from a bunch of guys, right? Like, hey, I'm a content creator, would love to review your product, blah, 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 right? That's what happens, guys. I did not message them until a week ago. a week and a half ago. I said, hey, you know what? I said, there's already been a ton of reviews, but I'd love to review it. I just sent him a very nice email. Like, hey, I'm interested in reviewing it. And also, maybe if we get it to me at the right time, maybe we could do a fun Super Game Room Dudes show with it. And they actually responded, Jay, over there. He responded and got me a tracking number. I'm just waiting for it to get here. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I wrote him last week. Still waiting for a response. Jay, if you're out there, please.
just message them on Facebook. They respond quicker on Facebook via email. Yes, Pete, I will be in the iiRcade office in Chicago next Friday, live streaming from their office, playing a game that everyone's been waiting for. I can't tell you what it is, but I'm just super excited to be hanging out in the iiRcade lair. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe by the time it gets to you, there will be Burger King side art. You never know. You never know. Who did that? Was that Joe Sable? Michael B. put the Burger King marquee on there?
McDonald's. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the whole history. Apparently, it's based on a real Neo Geo marquee at one point.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Okay. Now, before we go to Well Played Arcade, let's talk about this. So not only is Arcade 1-Up a gaming, would you call them a gaming company or distributor or developer? I don't know. How would you guys label them? Put that in the chat. I'd love to know your opinion. But not only do they do that with games, but now they also do photos and functional furniture, guys. So Polaroid, what was that thing?
Hey, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but our malls here in Canada, there was a couple things you did as a kid. You got some money, you went to the arcade, and then if you were there with a lady friend, there was always a photo booth next to the arcade that you would go in and get your 4 candids that you would split in half and share. And that's how people knew you were together. So the photo booth, it is a cool idea. It ties into that whole mall nostalgia. I know it's done differently, but there is a market for a photo booth. I don't know if there's a $400 market. That seems high at the price point.
It was $400, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I can tell you one thing, guys. That's a product I have no interest in. I won't order it. So, but if you guys are interested in it, go get it. I would, if Arcade 1-Up wanted to get crazy and do like a dartboard, I would be interested. What other crazy game room products could Arcade 1-Up make that you guys would be interested in? Throw that in the chat. For me,
crane.
A dartboard. Michael B wants a crane. I hear it every Friday. God, it's like a broken record at this point.
My kid would go nuts. I just want to make my daughter happy. What parent doesn't want that?
Right. Brad O'Connell. 1-Up seems to have ADHD. Every loft needs a photo booth. I don't know. Claw machine, a shuffleboard, skee ball, seat ball. Arcade 1-Up could probably make a skee ball a little bit cheaper than the iiRcade skee ball, don't you think? Bar shuffleboard, that would be kind of cool. A virtual pool table. Yeah, interesting.
Ice cold beer, there's one. Are you familiar with that one, PDubs?
Oh, if they made ice cold beer, I know all about ice cold beer, my friend.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yep. Dartboard, bowling. Why isn't Rexer a part of this live stream? He was at his kid's soccer practice, but he said he would try to watch. So I'm more important than his own kid. So thanks, Rex.
So I'll go back and clarify again. Ice cold beer. We're not talking about what you and John are going to share next Friday in Chicago. We're talking about the game where you move it back and forth and roll the coin down. Have you ever seen that one?
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Dude, it's been a crazy week. Like, I was so frustrated. Like, I've had a lot of people tell me you're very snappy and it's only Tuesday. I've been very grumpy, guys. Very grumpy about everything. Air hockey, bubble hockey, tapper. Love seeing all these comments. Okay. Before we get to Well Played Arcade, guys, I got to say, thanks so much, guys. I mean, we're just live streaming on my channel, and for a channel that only has 4,200 subscribers, to have 144 people watching right now is a huge testament to how awesome you guys are. I've seen channels that have 3 times the amount of subscribers I do struggle to get 50 people watching live, and the fact that we have such a good turnout, it really means a lot, guys. So what I decided to do is, and I don't know if you guys like him. Do you guys like Dr. Disrespect? What about you, Michael B? Do you like Dr. Disrespect?
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
He's like famous, like Call of Duty live streamer, Warzone. Okay. Big guy, few million subscribers, right? So Dr. Disrespect, I actually enjoy watching his stuff. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when I'm working, now he'll stream for like 4 hours, right? Playing his Call of Duty tournaments. Now what I'll usually do is I'm working, I got this laptop, open, I'm doing my job. Over here, I'll have like the, like one of his streams going, but I'm not watching it. I'm just listening to the audio because I find him entertaining, right? I personally like him. I think he's hilarious. I mean, he's a guy who took he's like a WWE wrestler gimmick, but if he was like a wrestler that was a streamer, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, the guy with
yes,
the glasses,
yeah.
the wig,
Okay.
And what I liked is he does that whole Champions Club, right? The Champions Club, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's the two-time Jolly Green. He's the two-time. I love that guy. I find him so entertaining. And I was like, I wasn't going to do a join button to become a member of the channel until we hit like 5,000 subscribers, but I have a good feeling that we're going to hit 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So guys, if you're interested, it's only 99 cents. That's it. 99 cents a month. If you guys want to join, become a member of the Loft Army, there will be special perks coming down the road. There's some special emojis you'll get to use during the live chats. Your stuff will be highlighted in the live chats. And of course, as members, we're going to make some changes here, guys. So I like doing that I Hate Mondays show. We're going to change I Hate Mondays into a members only show. So it's a members only stream. Now keep in mind, guys, sometimes content creators do this stuff so they have a private place where they can like air dirty laundry or bash companies, bash other YouTubers. Guys, as you guys know, that's not what I'm going to do. We're going to have a fun and entertaining show for you on Mondays. That's worth your time. You know what I mean? No Jerry Springer stuff. Hey, what's up, Rex?
What's going on?
Hey.
The crowd was calling, so I had to come on. I left my kid at soccer practice.
You left him behind.
Don't worry, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
All I can think of now is that episode of The Simpsons where Bart was stuck at soccer practice and absolutely hated Homer afterwards.
Dude, okay. Funny story. This is a true story, actually. My dad actually left me at the ballpark one time when I was like 5 years old. And my mom flipped out when he got home and went, "Oh my God," because he was with my brother. It's worse than making it sound worse than it was. But yeah. I was fine. Could have been disastrous though. But every kid has that story of being left behind, I thought. But what's going on, PDubs?
No, well, we've had a long show. We've hit our 1 hour cutoff, but then again, you're here now, and also I want to talk about Well Played Arcade. So I think we're going to go maybe another 10 minutes, guys. Maybe another 10, 15 minutes. Okay. If that's okay with all of you. Yeah. By the way, Rex, how are you? And is there any way, with everything we talked about tonight, is there any way you can voice some opinions and do it in like only a few minutes to get caught up with everybody? What do you think about the arcade one-up, GameStop order fiascos, and the AtGames Gamer Mini and all that stuff? And
yeah. I mean, I just want to talk about Arcade One Up because you saw me in the chat. I said it. You guys are, it's GameStop's fault. It's a two-way street, PDubs. You don't let that communication get out and get posted, and then like somebody said in the chat, you threw your distributor under the bus on there. Good job, Arcade One Up. I mean, it's poor management, it's poor marketing, it's poor communication skills. And I don't know what they're going to come back with. Are they going to come back and say, "Oh no, it wasn't $5.49 or whatever we labeled it at. It's going to be $5.99," or what's going to be the difference? It's just it's just egg on their face for both of them. It's egg on their face for both is what it is. And it's over and over and over again with One Up. I mean, say what you want, but again, inept, John D. inept, and if that's his, part or whoever's part, poor.
So you don't think that $5.49 is the actual place? You think that was just like I forget what it's called, like a placard price, placeholder price?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like they had to come up with a figure from somewhere, so they gave it to One Up had to give them that number and say, "Hey, this is what we want as an MSRP," and there had to be some agreement. So I'm hoping that's right, but what? They just pulled it down because it's going to be a later release date. That's why they pulled it down. Okay, it's going to be a later release date.
So we have a Canadian distributor here in Canada that has openly told us. They said we know ahead of time the price is going to be $7.99 Canadian. So I mean, if you work on the exchange rate for that, that's a lot more than $5.49. So there's a chance this could be higher.
Agreed. Okay, what was the other thing? MVSX. You know, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, everybody has reviewed it. It's been passed around. I don't like mentioning people's names or whatever, but Scarlet Sprites gave it a good review, although I don't even think he wanted to review it to begin with, but it seemed like it got forced on him to review. And, you know, that goes back to my point of, you know, he was somewhat honest about it. I agree, but I think he didn't like it as much as he let on that he did. But, you know, there's some Mad Little Pixel had a good review. Who else had it? You know, I mean, ETA Prime, I think, had it and did his standard review of, it's just a review of the facts, and I'm not going to tell you whether I like it or not. I'm just going to say, here it is, and everything's great. Move on, you know. So
Rex, can I ask you a quick?
Hold on. These comments are epic. Jamie, who's a dude, MVSX is like a used girlfriend, and then has been passed around so many times. Had 3 bouts of COVID. Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm actually worried. Should I have to like wipe this thing down? Like when it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You 100% should.
And again, the way it's been passed around too is people that got it. I never see reviews of arcades of those people, of some of those YouTubers who got a premier cabinet. You know, this is a premier item that was on. And some of these people that got it first, I was like, well, wait a second. Why would somebody with this, you know, get it before these other people? Or how did this all happen? You know, where YouTubers that have channels almost as small as mine were getting them. And I'm going, what? There's people with 60,000, 100,000, you know, that haven't gotten it yet. And you're giving it to these other people. Well, how did that work? I got some ideas, but you know, I'm not going to send them out there.
I was honestly a little flattered. I honestly thought they were going to turn me down. They're like, oh, he's got 4,000 subs, screw him. But they very quickly were like, yeah, we'll send you one. Happy to do so. And here's your tracking number. You know what I mean? So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Didn't respond to my email. I'm going to go cry in the corner.
Now, and guys, yes, I'm going to open it up. I mean, everyone opened it up. If they tell you they open it up, they're lying. They opened it up.
That was the other thing, Pete.
Not only did they open it up, I guarantee you they took video footage, they snapped pictures.
Well,
you know what I mean? I don't know. But obviously they didn't share them. You know what I mean?
No, but Scarlet Sprites did. If you looked at Scarlet Sprites, he opened that thing up and started showing pictures of the underside of the joysticks, and I was like, wait a second, he just showed the joysticks and all the underside of it. Didn't they tell him not to open it up? Did people in the chat see that? If you guys know what I'm talking about, he opened that damn thing up and he showed the underside. He showed the parts. He's like, here. Yeah. Now he didn't tear it apart and do a breakdown of it, you know, a tear down, but he opened it up and started showing the components, you know.
If you guys want PDubs to open it up, if you're a member, channel member, put a Macho Dubs in the chat. Macho Dubs is one of your exclusive emojis. Go ahead and throw that in the live chat.
Here's what you do, PDubs. You take the thing, you get a sledgehammer, you smash it, and you tell the guy you'll send him $449 for it. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It's not. It's a good machine. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Well, I think, you know what, honestly, I think Mad Little Pixel said it the best. He's like, opening up the back of the cabinet is not a teardown. A teardown would be actually unscrewing the PCB board and showing people the PCB board and all that kind of stuff. So, I'll open the back of the cabinet. That's not a teardown. You know what I mean?
No, you didn't say that, P-Dubs. You're not going to open the cabinet. You're not going to do nothing.
Oh, wait.
You're actually going to clean it. You're going to clean it up for them. You're going to wipe it down.
We're going to shine it up real nice. Turn it sideways. Rex, what do you think about the well-played arcade? Have you been keeping up to date on that?
I saw a couple reviews, and it looks like it's a competitor, you know, of the pinball. I don't see why not. It can't compete. Who is it again? Zacharias or whatever?
It's either Zakaria or Zacharia. Either way, I don't care. I could be saying it wrong. I like saying it Zakaria. It just sounds good to me. Zakaria. Zacharia doesn't sound as cool to me. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I you know, that's all I really can say about it. I'm not really familiar with Well Played, but maybe people in the chat are, and they know that it's a good product or they have good products. I will say this, that, you know, I'm not going against I showed my kid the pinball or the the tablet flip up thing, you know, and I'm like, hey, what do you think about this coffee table with a tablet, tablet on it and this? And he's like, why wouldn't I just put my iPad on the table and play it, or whatever he said? He's like, why wouldn't I just put my Android device on the table and play it? And he's like $399, and not my 4-year-old, my 13-year-old said that. But yeah, I mean, aren't they a player? Don't they look like they can compete?
Well, you know what though? Like, they make toys, and now they're moving into arcades and virtual pinball machines, right? Like, if we have no prior experience or knowledge of this company, I think it would be kind of foolish to tell people, hey, run off and buy, right? Like, so like when I made my video for both the arcade 1-up pinball machine as well as the well-played arcade pinball machine, I dropped 2 videos back to back this week. On both of those videos, I did not tell you to go place orders. I told you proceed with caution. We don't have enough information yet. I told you I haven't ordered any of these because I need more information. Personally, I need games lists. Well Played Arcade comes out of nowhere with a pinball machine. Is it going to be good? Is it going to play well? We've never seen it. Go ahead, Michael D.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that there's a pre-order out there and nobody has had hands on a unit to even show anything to the population. I mean, this is a very specific market, the people that are going to be buying this stuff, especially at that price point. How do you not have a review unit, at least one, out to somebody to give us some kind of idea about what we're shelling out $500 for?
Yep. And they are going to have these Zakaria tables. Now, what's cool is, guys, when I dropped that Well Played Arcade video, did you guys know that Zakaria commented on my video? Do you guys want to see what they wrote? Let's take a look here.
Yeah.
Let me find it. Go ahead and chat away while I find it here. It was actually a really interesting comment, and there's possibility we might get some more information, guys. Hang on.
PDubs, you talk. There's got to be some faith in it, right? I mean, you got to have. Was 1-up in the gaming business? Was 1-up in an arcade business? Now they did put some demos out, right? But people have some sort of faith when they enter in and say, "Well, I'm going to buy this machine." Now, yes, it hasn't been demoed or played or whatever, but maybe that's just not the way they do it. I don't know, but
yeah. But also, Arcade 1-Up came on the market very differently. They also came in with a very below price point. I mean, they came in at a very low entry point initially, and you were easier to experiment. I mean, even here in Canada, my first Street Fighter was only $300 when they first came out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're going to take a risk on it, especially to have an arcade in your home. But $500 US with no background?
Yeah. You'd be more like a Toy Shock was more closer to what we were kind of saying. Yeah, 500 for that when Toy Shock was, I don't know, 300 or 399 or whatever it was a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get that.
All right, I got it right here. So I that video I posted 2 days ago, Zakaria Pinball wrote a comment. Now, when I got a push notification on my phone, when you get a push notification on a phone and you have a YouTube channel, it's a lot like a text message. It just says Zakaria Pinball wrote. Right, or it'll say like the Rexer Show wrote, like, and I was like, oh crap, they commented on my video. Are they mad because I told people proceed with caution? You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a bad thing. I was just trying to help my audience, right? So here's what they wrote. Check this out. They're like, hey, nice video. The cabinet comes with 27 remake tables. And I was like, okay, so what that does confirm though is, because if you guys remember my video, I was like, is it Zakaria? We need that firm 100% proof that those are the tables. There it is right here. And I said, very exciting. Thanks for commenting. Our community would love to know which tables and additional details. Plus, if you guys want to come on the Super Game Room Dudes podcast show, of course, as you guys know, I love having companies come on our podcast show. Are you interested? And then this is where they treated me like a lot of my ex-girlfriends treated me growing up in high school. Well, at this moment, I'm kind of busy washing my hair. I'll call you when I'm free, like when my hair dries. You know what I mean?
So we'll call you. Don't call us.
I got the we'll call you. But they were probably being sincere. We might be able to get them on. Now, one thing, and where is it? Where is he in the chat? Antisocial Hero. He did write, Zakaria tables are really nice looking. And they are. They are actually, they really are pieces of art. They are beautiful tables. But again, they're a certain style. Like a lot of them appear to be like when you start playing through them, guys. Have guys in the chat? Have any of you not played them?
I haven't played them.
That's what I wanted. You're leading to my point here that I wanted to make.
Yeah.
But what I want, if I take a bunch of people and put pinballs in front, not put pinballs in front, but I say, hey, here's Marvel pinballs, here's Zakaria, here's Pinball X, here's Farsight. Tell me which one's the best playing pinball game and the most fun. 9 out of 10 people are not going to know. They're not going to say, oh yeah, well, I like the ramps in this one, and I like the strategy in this one, and I like the targets in this one, and I like the way the multi-ball is, you have to get multi-ball by doing this, and they won't know. So you're playing pinball for kind of what, if you're buying this, and I know our audience is more, they're more knowledgeable on it. So they might know certain pinballs, but the general consumer out there is going to buy pinball based off of Marvel, Star Wars. Oh my God. Having no idea that maybe these games aren't that good or good, but Marvel games are good. I'm not saying, but there's not like, it's not like saying, oh my God, Donkey Kong is better than frickin', I don't even, whatever game, or Pac-Man is better than this. People don't know what's good in pinball, and they can't compare it that way. They compare it with one thing, two things, price and vision, and that's it. How it looks.
So Rex, I think you make a good point. We have to, from the general consumer point of view, not our gaming community. Our arcade and gaming community is the same 10,000 dudes on every fan page, right? Not our community. The average person, and this is why no matter what, AtGames pinball machine could beat theirs, or maybe Well Played will beat theirs, right? It might be statistically or maybe technically perform better or whatever, right? Whatever the reason may be, we might know within our community, like, this is the best performing machine. But no matter what, guys, you cannot deny it. Arcade 1-Up will sell more pinball machines than anyone else because of Star Wars, because of Marvel. You know what I mean? Attack from Mars, Michael B. Do you think that'll pull on a lot of the heartstrings? I think so. I mean, that was a huge pinball game back in the day.
I don't know. I don't know how to read the market on this because, yes, 100%, Marvel and Star Wars are going to get more of that mainstream buy. But how many mainstream people are going to be interested in a $500 or $600 US pinball table? Is that something that has mainstream appeal even with those licenses?
We'll have to find out, because this is all new territory, like these 3/4 scale in-home arcades, and now we're getting pinball machines. And keep in mind too, the Toy Shock was an online only thing, right? Like, you really had to dig to find it. I mean, the Arcade 1-Up is going to put some marketing hype behind their pinball machines, right? Like, you never know. Maybe we'll see them in stores, which I kind of doubt, though. I have a feeling these are going to be online only. What do you think, Rex? Do you think we'll see pinball machines in stores?
I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why it couldn't happen. I mean, why not see it in Costco or Sam's Club or what? I mean, those are the ones I think you'd see it in, right? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe not a Best Buy or something like that. You won't see it in a game, in a GameStop really, but there's some distributors out there that might take them. Why not? They're not that much smaller or bigger than a arcade, right?
So what's the odd store that always has the prices? Is the U.S. Navy surplus store or something like that? They always have the Arcade 1-Up products there at discount prices. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that.
No, I haven't.
Really? You've never seen it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love this Lon Chaney. Well, if they ever get released. Well,
that's true too.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, guys, to kind of, sum up things, is it does appear we're going to have to wait 6 more months for Arcade 1-Up pinball machines, or at least one of them. There's potential that we might get one this holiday season, and if it's not Marvel, maybe it's Star Wars. Who knows?
So I'm gonna just play devil's advocate, because that post has gone down. GameStop completely took the post down. We're still being told that it's going to be January from our Canadian retailers for pinball. So we're here in January. Is there a chance that this is another mistake by GameStop before the post was completely taken down?
Like, maybe they just pushed it out as far as they can, and April wasn't correct, and maybe they just like...
I think everybody's jumping on this. We don't know. I think this is one of those situations we got to sit back, wait till Arcade 1-Up tells us. We're hearing mid to late January for pinball.
You know what would be funny is if tomorrow they come out and they're like, oh yeah, it's really here, but it's December 15th now or whatever, and here's all the photos, here's the games list, here's the specs, you know what I mean? Like, we just had to get all our ducks in a row. We told GameStop to take it down. You never know. And that's going to drive me nuts, because, you know what, I feel sorry. Like, guys like Unqualified Critics and we do a lot of arcade news videos, right? So he's like, here, it's available, go get it. And he's like, oh wait, it's been canceled, right? And what if he had to make his third video? It's back on, guys, go get it. You know what I mean? Like, I would, you know, like, I'm already, guys, I've been grumpy about this all week because I hate making videos that waste your guys' time. I really hate making those. You know what I mean? And I feel like I wasted your guys' time with that video the other day, especially because the stuff got pulled the day after.
PDubs.
You know? Go ahead.
It's not necessarily my time, but you're here, I'm here. It's our time.
Our time.
If you guys know that joke from a great old movie.
UC's a funny guy. I feel like sometimes him and I are racing to deliver the arcade news, you know what I mean? But you guys watch both of us, and that's all that matters. As I always say, watch everybody. Don't just watch one guy. There is not just one guy to watch. You know what I mean? Watch everybody. Keep informed. You know, then make up your own damn minds. You know what I mean?
if you are going to watch one guy, watch Cool Toy.
Oh yeah, if you only had to pick one guy. Cool Toy. He is the.
Well, he's got the most. I think it's really credible. You know, his information is credible. He's choosy on what he puts out there. You know what I mean. He doesn't jump the gun. His reviews are reviews, not necessarily opinions. He did give a slight opinion on what did he just review? I forgot what it was.
I don't know.
God darn it! I wish I knew, but he did do some kind of review, and he said
admit,
something bad about it. But
I will admit, okay, so Cool Toy Douglas, he's a friend of mine, and he's given me a lot of advice in the past, and like I'll talk to him and be like, hey, I'm struggling with this, what can I do? And for a guy like that to take time out of his quasi-celebrity life and to respond to me and say, well, you should do this and don't do this and don't worry about that, don't think about this, you know, to give me advice all the time, he's a good dude. Cool Toy is a solid guy. Although I am worried one day that if I say the wrong thing to him, he might like Chuck Norris me like right here in the throat and take my head off. I will admit I am slightly afraid of Cool Toy.
I gotta stop. I gotta stop watching his channel because honestly, Cool Toy is gonna lead to my divorce. Because if it's not arcade cabinets that he's getting me to buy, there's like a million different toys. I can't watch it. Like I'll say I don't want this GI Joe line. I've already got enough. Then he makes a video. Next thing I'm at Walmart punching a guy in the face trying to get the GI Joe out of his hands. Like yeah. I just can't watch his stuff.
Yeah. Like, you know, Cool Toy would actually go on his community post. This was back when I got I don't know if you guys remember how long you guys have been following me, but I had like 820 subscribers, and I received the Toy Shock pinball machine. And the only reason why they sent me a demo unit was because I was the admin of the fan page, and Jeff Falke was like, I'd like you to do a live stream unboxing. It'd be fun for the fan page, great for the community and all that. But when you want to do a live stream from a PC, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers. Mm-hmm. If you want to do a live stream, no, I'm sorry, incorrect.
If you want to do a mobile live stream,
if you want to do a mobile live stream as a YouTuber, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers, right? And I didn't have like this whole gaming PC, and I have all these nice like I have like 4K cameras now. I got stuff everywhere now, right? I got all this crap. But for him to, you know, go on his community post and he was telling people, hey guys, subscribe to PDubs. Let's get him over 1,000 subs so he can live stream the pinball unboxing. And I got a nice bump from that. I had like 100 some people subscribe from that. I mean, guys, not a lot of, and ever since that happened, you'll notice on my channel, I will promote and hype and help out other content creators because somebody did it for me. Does that make sense?
Totally makes sense. I just want to throw in there, hey, everybody, Rexer's kid managed to walk home from the soccer field, so glad he made it home.
He's alive. Okay. He's alive. He's alive. But
he knows how to get home. He's got a tab. Google, you know, maps it. That's funny.
Now, if you guys watch the Super Game Room dudes, we verified that Rex's kid is alive, but the dog, guys, is still dead.
Whose dog is that?
Michael B. murdered this dog live on air. That's the dead body right there, guys.
You know, PETA has me on watch now because of you, right?
Yeah. Yep. Brad says that's when you started watching. What a classic live stream. Yeah, me, my overweight self. It's okay. It's okay. You know? And what's funny too is during my live stream, I pointed out, I'm like, yeah, there's some flipper delay, there's some lag. But what's funny about that Toy Shock machine is you play it, you get used to it, you know what I mean? So as I was jumping from table to table during the live stream, and under all this enormous pressure because I was brand new, because I made some mistakes, you know what I mean? He's a fraud, he's a fake, he's a phony. All this stupid crap in social media, you know what I mean? I'm like, guys, I literally said in my review and the live boxing, there's some delay here. There's some lag. You know what I mean? People need to get over it.
How many copyright strikes did you get for every time Pinball Wizard hit?
Zero.
Really?
Because, yeah, zero. But yeah, guys, I'm always willing. If you're a brand new content creator, I'm always willing to help you out because other people helped me before. And you know what I mean? And that's what I think this should all be about. Let's make this a great community for our fellow gamers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our fellow retro gamers. So
Yeah.
But any final thoughts, Michael B. or the Rexer Show? You know, I think we've gone long enough. Unless you guys want to talk about the coffee table. Do you guys, let me know, do you guys want to talk about the coffee table? Do you guys want
Michael
to?
B, go for it, man. Let's
All
talk
right.
about the coffee table.
I'll pull it back up. I'll pull it back up.
And I want to know which one you like better. This one, or you were talking about the well played, or the other one, or the one.
Well, we're gonna talk about both, guys. We want to hear your opinions. Arcade 1-Up Infinity Table versus the well played arcade coffee table. If this was even a product you're interested in, which one would you choose? Throw it in the live chat. Michael B, start talking while I try to figure out.
So this is a little bit of a coup for Well Played Arcade here because, I mean, they're coming with a product that's a little bit more functional furniture than even Arcade 1-Up has coming out. Plus, on top of that, this is not a Kickstarter. This is a full item for pre-order. So it's like they took all the feedback that was coming from the community when they announced the Infinity Table and they said, we got this. Watch what we're going to do. And here we are. The question, and I talked to you about this PDubs earlier, is, again, this is a completely untested product coming from a completely untested company. While it's out there and while you can actually pre-order it, do you know what you're getting from Well Played Arcade? So, you know, you've got a history with Arcade 1-Up. You've got experience with their products. You know what it's going to be like compared to this, which looks like, you know, it's a little bit more fleshed out and a little bit more close to what you would have maybe sitting in your gaming room or sitting in your den.
Go ahead, Rex.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
Well, P-Dubs, I was on the other side of the fence. I really liked, from you, P-Dubs, not from Michael. P-Dubs, you didn't like the Infinity Table. You bashed it and said, correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't like the Infinity when it came out. I didn't mind it. I thought it was a good idea. I actually like this one better. I don't recall if the Infinity flipped up like this. It didn't, right?
Nope.
I actually like the furniture design of this better, that little orangish whatever, and I don't know what it's made of or anything, but it's almost like my wife would go for something more like this in one of the rooms than that Infinity Table. But I am a fan of these because, you know, and I was a fan of the Infinity because I'm a fan of board games, and anything that gives me more options or options to play these games, sure, I'd try it. The price point though is too high for me.
Okay, well, there's a guy, and I'm hoping he's still here. Jeff Rainwater, if you're around. Jeff Rainwater is a viewer of the channel. We love Jeff. Jeff is a very passionate member of our community. Jeff, not a fan of the Arcade 1-Up Infinity Table, right? Because to him it felt, kind of limited and stuff, and couldn't play the kind of games he wanted to play. But Jeff, I would love... Yes, Jeff, there he is. Tell me, this looks interesting. Tell me more. Jeff, I want your opinion on this. Jeff is a huge board game fan. He sent me a picture of his board game collection. Holy smokes! This guy knows his stuff about board games. But, Jeff, this is going to be a tablet, which you'll have access to the Android store, so you'll be able to get actually like all the Google Play games, all the board games that you could probably get off the Android store. Touchscreen. It doesn't have haptic feedback, though. At least that's not listed in the features. That's one thing that Arcade 1-Up does have on this one, though, is they do have that haptic tactile feedback, right, built into the infinity table. But you know what I really like here is the fact that it does tilt up and you can plug a console in. It's got an HDMI port.
Yep.
You can plug a console in. You have room for the console underneath. Put the console right there. You can tilt it up, play some games.
You know what's cool about this? Like, if I was still a bachelor, you could have this in your room and you bring a chick home and she'd be like, wow, how advanced. You guys don't have a TV, no video game systems. You'd be like, no, baby, I love to read. And as soon as she's gone, you pop this up and start playing some games.
I hope you guys read Jeff's comment. Jeff, you are an avid board game enthusiast, so let the audience know. Will this setup give you the ability to play the kind of games that you want to play? Like, I don't know, can we do Roll21 on here or Roll20? Can we do D&D or any other kind of games? Or are we stuck playing Monopoly, Parker Brothers games? You know what I mean? Like, let me know.
Right?
Jeff.
Can you play Scrabble on it? Can you play Battleship on it? And listen, my favorite games, and I don't remember what show I was on. I said this maybe, but I love Trivial Pursuit. I love Scrabble. I would love to see people put Big Boggle on something like this. But you got to have the functionality where you can hide your tiles and you can do that type of thing. And I don't want people sitting on a phone when people say, oh, bring your phone out and you play. The whole point of family time is to get the phone out of your hand and play board games.
Right.
So I don't know what's so funny, PDubs. What do they?
Just the comments in the chat. Scrabble, Battleship. Oh, the humanity, Jeff. I'm dying inside. Jeff cracks me up.
Trivial Pursuit, those are classic games, man. I mean, we had family battles of those games.
I'm not interested in buying this unless it has mystery date.
Okay, so real quick here, here's your specs. So you got the Wi-Fi, you have HDMI, 2 USB ports for charging, stereo speakers, and it runs the Android system with app compatibility, 24-inch screen, reinforced spill-resistant glass, and it's $600. And
what was the options of you had 2 options on the Infinity, right? For screen size.
Yeah, you had was it 32?
32 maybe?
32 and 24.
32 is pretty big. That's a big coffee table sitting in your room or wherever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does it have life?
Does it have puzzle bobble?
Trivial Pursuit, Jeff. Trivial Pursuit was an epic game. I mean, epic. And plus you had all the different options of 80s and Genesis and Sports Edition and anything. I can't believe. And Michael B, that's a Canadian game. I think that was developed in Canada, wasn't it? The makers of Trivial Pursuit were Canadians. I think.
All right. So in my opinion, the well-played arcade coffee table is actually one I'm interested in, but I have a problem. Is this the only color of the wood, right? It doesn't match the furniture in the room that I would put it in. You know what I mean? Like, so are you telling me I'm going to have to stain it? You know what I mean? Like when I get it, like seriously, like, is it going to be worth that effort? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you guys are interested in this product, let us know in the chat. If you're a member of the channel, put a Macho Dubs in there. Is PDubs, Macho Dubs, is he interested in this product?
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, we're interested in this product. Now let me find Jeff's picture real quick before we cut everybody loose. It's actually quite impressive, if I can find it.
Jeff is, maybe you got to get him on this show. Get Jeff on here to talk about board games.
Jeff,
I have all the standard Monopolies and all the small ones for my kids. Guess Who and.
Well, if you read the Facebook messages he sent me about the infinity table with all the 4-letter words, yeah, we can't have him on the show. Jeff, I love you, man. All right, take a look, guys. I know we're retro gamers, but hey, board games are retro, right? Take a look at this madness. Holy crap.
Wow.
Holy crap. I don't think can I zoom in?
Can you zoom in and we can get some of those in there?
I think I see Crossfire.
Hang on. I think we might. Oh, no, come on.
No, that's the opposite.
It's because it's a Facebook photo. I don't have the options like I do if it was saved to my hard drive. But that is a hell of a collection, Jeff. Yeah. Holy cow.
And he says it's only a third of his games.
Yeah. Wow.
What? A third of his games?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now I have a closet full, and my collection of board games is probably, You see how he's got, if you can see my mouse, he's got this here. You know what? Let's go full screen. We'll go full screen. Hang on.
Jeff, you got Taboo in there and Celebrity Taboo. Those are other great ones.
So my board game collection is probably, you see how he's got these 2 rows right here? That's probably what I have, which I thought was a pretty big collection. This right here, this is out of control madness. Holy cow. You really like sitting around playing board games. So, yes. Yeah, I love Hero Quest. Yes, I love Hero Quest. One of my favorites, guys. Thanks so much.
He's got Risk on there. Somewhere, I'm sure.
He's got Star Trek. He's got everything.
Who says Ukraine is weak? Who says Jeff Rainwater's weak?
Jeff Rainwater, you got a nice collection, bro. Thanks so much.
Nice.
So Lon Chaney brought up a good comment, and if our friend Nostalgia was here, he'd be harping on this pretty hard too. Again, with these tables, how do you play games like Clue, where you've got to keep some of the information secret? Mm-hmm. So again, we're going to have to see how this works, but I mean, you're probably going to have your phone connected to this thing as well, right?
It's the only way, I would think. I mean, you know, there's a technology, and I said this on another in Vegas, where you put your hands in front of the screen, and it actually will expose your tiles or your cards. This is in Texas Hold'em, but put your hands in front, and it exposes them. You could do that with Scrabble, but that technology isn't available on that. But that's the only way is, have it on your phone. You get to look at your tiles, and then you got to play them through the phone, and it transfers over to the, to the board, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering if both of these tables just sync up with your phone, like for privacy. Like, I don't understand. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone turn around, please. Because I would totally be like trying to peek and cheat.
So everybody's going to be here with their phone in front of their face like that. How's that going to be different than dinner parties already?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe if you're sitting there, you're going to be like, you're not going to go like this, but you'd probably have it like this and be like, okay.
Well, that's actually how I do it at dinner parties. I kind of hide it, and I'm like, no, I'm listening to you, baby.
Yeah. But PDubs, you'd be watching the Rexer show on YouTube while trying to play your Monopoly.
That would be cool. That would be awesome. You know what I'm going to do? If I get this, and if I can like run YouTube, like watch videos off of it, I'm going to watch your Rexer Trivia show, and I'm going to like post video of me watching your show on my coffee table. That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. All right, now we're just wasting everybody's time. Guys, you have been awesome tonight. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, if you're a retro recruit, join the Loft Army. Click that button. It's only 99 cents a month, guys. Help support the channel so we can help get products that you guys want to see and review and all that stuff. Give a special thanks to Michael B. the Game Genie and the Rexer Show. Make sure you subscribe to these guys. These are good friends of mine. I love their stuff. If you like PDubs, you'll love these guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, I appreciate you hanging out upstairs with us. We'll catch you on the next show. Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Anytime now.